Hello everyone, this is Seraphon playing Lady Knight Saga, and I have a feeling we're getting to, if not the end of the post-game, at least pretty darn close. Uh, yeah, we're coming through here and going to this. We beat Stella's big sister Estelle on the one side. Then on this other side, we came in and beat what it turns out are cameos from a previous Tsukinomizu Keikaku project game. Yeah, I've also switched up the equipment for somewhat. Yeah, so this, the Shroud of Truth, or whatever it's called. Resists spirit damage, resists divine damage, half MP cost. I was thinking that of as a mage thing, because, I guess I'm still too much in the Final Fantasy mindset where all your mages really have and use MP, but no, everyone uses MP for their skills, and the fact that this has no defense power makes it probably better suited to someone who has higher defense to begin with. So I switched Zephy to one of these that resists all status effects, gave her this to provide the rest of the resistances, because this goes physical, and also half MP cost so she can spam her best skill more often, and the mini ocarina to avoid debuffs, although it doesn't do much else. Lack of a shield is kind of an issue that's definitely an advantage longsword users have. So anyway, switch Nanahime to the resist all Wardstone, the Moondrop. You have this for some stats, you have this for the status immunities and more stats. And yeah, on Maria, I have the status immunity Wardstone, the Lunar Tiara for defense, resist physical, extra, and resist spirit. And then this for evil and dark resist. That does leave her with that resistance to light and holy, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but I can always revive her if needed. Stella, of course, has resistance to everything because of her special accessory that only she can use. Plus, I have her with the aggressive appeal, so she's immune to arousal. Holy Dragon's Wardstone gives her extra physical resist, extra defense, extra resistance to divine types, and the shield makes her immune to debuffs, as well as giving some evasion and defense, and of course the best weapon in the game. Yeah, Longsword is a bit overpowered. Imbalanced, you might say, because you have the best... Okay, we have an NPC and a lever. Yeah, if the hidden boss is too strong... Yeah, we've received viewpoints, opinions, comments that the hidden boss is too strong, and so we've prepared a switch. Yeah, you hit the switch right in front of you, and you can make it so the boss is beaten. Flip it back the other way, and the disappeared boss recovers, so you can challenge it. Yeah, recommended for people who want to challenge it over and over again. So, apparently something happens after you beat the boss, but if you can't beat the boss, you have the option to flip this switch to pretend you beat it anyway. Let's just save again here. That happened automatically. This is the entrance to the heavens. I'm Mieru. Okay, a face-to-face encounter. Have you come to have a face-to-face encounter with the residents of the heavens? Yeah, the stars in the endlessly vast Great Black Sea start swimming in the... Yeah, you should know that you can't possibly hope to compare to them as a mere human. And so they're sending the youngest of them to face us. Yeah, even so, they've lived far longer than your insignificant lives. Now take up your sword. If you're able to approach us... you may be allowed to touch the reason, principle, whatever of the heavens. Okay, we again have 8-bit sounding remix of a boss music. 7 young stars have appeared. Only seeing one, though, at least only one that's looking humanoid. We do have starry pattern flattered across the back here, so... Okay, the first of the young stars has... I think that's coding, just like descend from above. Yeah, descent to Earth, especially of a god, or an honorable way of saying arriving or appearing. Anyway, this is... I think that's like a cannon, and that's like a stage or stand, so... Yeah, so here's Flame, this is Hodai, which is like a gun battery, or fort. So we have a fire battery, flame battery. Okay then. Oh wait, isn't this the final boss music, but like Famicom style? Alright, once again, let's start with our defense buff. And a spirit buff, and she can debuff attack. Yeah, decent damage. They don't have exceptional defense. Also notice the entire graphic is flashing when it gets hit, not just the girl-looking one. Okay, that sounded like a fire attack. To attack up. Defense down. Yeah, we're doing good damage. At least it seems good. Okay, that's all Adele. That's the multi-target fire. I might as well buff agility while I'm at it. Yeah, and just like the original version of it, that loops a little too quickly. Or awkwardly, rather. It just cuts off and starts over from the beginning. Yeah, the sound would really benefit from having the kind of thing you give in, like the end bosses of Final Fantasy VI, where you have the different sections of the music, and it just loops indefinitely until it gets to the next part and it keeps going. Or even just have an intro and then the part after that loops, but it's not set up that way. Anyway, the second young star, Egg Skin, has appeared. Okay. Yeah, Paladel. That was negligible. Yeah, we still only have one target, so technically this is one enemy. So probably what it's doing internally is replacing what we're facing. Actually, let's try having Maria use Endig. She has the higher spirit. I'll do a little more healing with Nanahime. But yeah, as I was saying, what it's probably doing internally is it replaces one enemy with a different one with the same name and presumably different behavior, possibly different stats, obviously a different graphic. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on health for now, so let's just keep on the offensive. Okay, a third one has appeared. That's stand in the car, so it's probably just a hand cart. Try a English dictionary, or English lookup in the dictionary. Yeah, Daisha. Platform truck, hand truck, trolley, dolly, cart, so yeah. And they are doing good damage with magic, so... Yeah, ending was not doing great on previous bosses, but apparently most of what I've been facing here is resistant to all elements, so... Presumably these just aren't. Do the single target heal on Catherine, because she's the only one that needs it. Yeah, I am noticing them doing more actions as more get added, which makes sense. Our buffs are wearing off. Okay, we got the fourth disappear. This is the ice... I think that's cannon. Or no, was that the same thing as... Yeah, that's the same thing as the fire one, it's just ice instead. So, we have a flame battery and an ice battery. Also, there was a shining before their action, and I thought it said their defense debuff was removed, so... It looks like we may be at a phase where debuffs just aren't meaningful. Which... I mean, fair enough, it's the final... Well, presumably final post-game boss. And there could still be more after this, but... This feels pretty final. Both from the pre-battle dialogue and from what we're actually seeing, where it just keeps getting more and more of them, which means more and more attacks. Oh, that's MP damage. Rebuff attack. I don't think I need to heal just yet, so... Let's feed her a berry. That was some nice damage. Yeah, it looks like each of them is acting in turn. Yeah, this is actually really good music. It's just unfortunate that it does that. Yeah, looks like the ice one has an MP damage attack. I'm gonna try a debuff just to see what happens. Yeah, they shine. No, it wasn't removed. So maybe it's only certain debuffs? Olivera, that's the multi-target ice spell. Yeah, we'll give Stella a berry, even though I'm not really using MP for her, because I want to have the option. And the fifth one, Duduye, has a... Oh, I've seen this before. This is the straight-up Lovecraftian, the place where Cthulhu rests. I think it's normally pronounced Relay. So yeah, Duduye. Duduye. And yeah, that one's got tentacles. Yeah, that cleared the attack down. So maybe as the battle progresses, they clear more and more buffs before acting, or debuffs before acting. Vidalia has tentacles. Yeah, she can do that. Do I have a good single target heal? Yeah. Let's do that for now. Or, no, give her some MP. I think Maria's still fast enough to go before them. Nope. Luckily they didn't hit Maria. She'll rebuff defense, she can use a cool herb on herself. She can heal, and she can attack. Nice critical hit. But yeah, her defense buffs are wearing off. Yeah, the egg one seems pretty ineffective. Yeah, most of them aren't doing much, but there's panic status. It actually kicked in. So that you cannot heal by normal means. I think this will cure it. So let's give that a shot. Because I don't want Zephy hitting us. Yes, that cures panic. But yeah, it seems like at this stage of the battle, the debuffs are just ineffective. And the 6th has appeared. This is... yeah, that's pretty clearly Belphegor. As in the demon, that... I think that's the one associated with Sloth? But... it's just a pigtailed girl sitting on a toilet. Okay, sure. So there's still one more to come, and they're getting to be fairly dangerous already. Egg Chop, Aldebaran, Vidia's Tentacles, Belphegor spouts water. Fair enough, I guess. Big heal. I should probably buff Maria's agility, so she's faster than them again. Yeah, there is this moderate advantage to having your debuffer, or buffer-debuffer be slower because of when they wear off. Okay, that's a multi-debuff. So Belphegor are pretty troublesome. Luckily I do have anti-debuffs on Stella and Zephy. Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for poor Egg Skin there. She's just not doing anything. Yeah, and Belphegor's just doing... yeah, multiple debuffs. She can do attack up. She can dispel the debuffs. And I think I'll have her use a healing item on Zephy, because she's getting a bit low. But yeah, Nanahime is basically guaranteed to go before Maria. But yeah, Belphegor can just apply debuffs to everyone whenever she feels like. Looks like Relay did yeah, aroused on Zephy, but without damage. She can cover Nanahime's MP. Orb on Zephy. Yeah, I do not want that status cell when they're attacking. It's minus 30% to defense and spirit. That's gonna hurt. Okay, the 7th one has appeared. That's love. So, Aishi? Itoshi? So, beloved or darling, something like that. Mary? That's... this one I think wasn't there before. It's kind of hanging off the handcart. Okay, Fuei tried to tentacle someone, but it was... whoever it was immune. And yeah, that coming after the debuffs is not fun. I can clear the debuffs pretty easily, but whenever I'm doing that, I'm not doing something else. And then she keeps reapplying them. And it does look like Dark Resist is more useful than Holy. Didn't I have the item that clears debuffs? Yes, but only a few of them. I'll do one for now. Have her reapply attack up. Yeah. She can heal. I think the attack down is just going to be cleared immediately at this phase of the battle, but let's try it anyway. Yeah, they cleared it. Why is Maria using... or Mary? Why is beloved Mary using darkness attacks? Seems a little sus. Actually, let's just have her on... assume they're going to debuff us and have her do that preemptively. Okay. Apparently their shining is increased and the end approaches. So, final phase? Yeah, egg actually did something. What was that, 1,000 damage? And yeah, the debuff removal won't do a thing. Yeah, it does feel like their stats have increased. Of course, also part of it is I don't have my defense spells in place. Where is the... There, the good revival. I'm not sure if that's about 300 or if it's about 80%, but either way. I do need to keep attacking if I ever want to finish them off. But I also need to stay alive. Yeah, and at this point they're just doing so much damage, I'm not sure anything but a full revive is even useful. But no, we're still in one piece. Okay. That was close. But it is the secret super boss, so it's not supposed to be easy. Yeah, they're astonished that we've, as mere mortals, have surpassed the heavenly residents, even if they were young stars. Very well, you can have the reason rules the heavens. Something about the protecting time, something about the past and the future. Okay, continue through the thing in front of her. And we'll give you a bit of the future. Oh, first, let's heal. Although I don't think we're going to be fighting... yeah, whatever is up ahead, it's either another battle, which seems unlikely, or Actually, it's probably a preview of the next game. So, considering how long this has taken, let's save that for next time. Do that. If it's pretty quick, I can show off a few more little things, like there's a thing I found looking through the game information where you can give yourself an unfair advantage from the beginning, completely independent of very easy mode, although you can also do that. And yeah, if there's still time, we might just go back through the final boss again with a different party to see what some of the other support actions are. Anyway, this has been Arafound playing Lady Knight Saga, and I'm pretty sure that was the hardest battle in the game. Yeah, it was close, but we pulled through.